This is a Shields of Shame exclusive.
Scott Harvey called me. I'm meeting with him at the Head Start here this morning. See what he's got going on.
Chief, I hate to do this.
What is it, buddy?
I gotta turn in my notice.
Why?
Something happened yesterday that really affected me and it affected my wife and it involved my wife and it involved my kids. And I can't have it. I don't want anybody in trouble. I don't want any animosity.
What do you mean? Slow down here now. What happened yesterday?
You have to forgive me. This isn't hurt. I don't want to be a rat.
You know what?
I don't want to be a rat. I don't want to do that. But it hurt so bad that my wife wanted to call the sheriff. I'll just tell you this. Somebody called my wife yesterday. I called, I try to help out where I can, everywhere I can. I might not be y'all's best deputy, but I try to help y'all out where I can. And I called to offer my side-by-side for Saturday. And somebody was highly intoxicated. And then
you called what now?
I called to offer my side-by-side for y'all to scoot around on Saturday.
Side. Yeah.
And the question was, where's my wife? And I said, she's at home with the kids right now. I'm on my way home from doing fence. And he says, I don't want to talk to her. I said, no, she's busy. I said, she's trying to get the stuff housed for we can get the house on for sale. And, cutting up one-on-one's one thing, but he said, I'm going to call your wife. And sure enough, he called my wife from the county phone. And then my wife put me on three-way. I said, why is he calling? I said, I don't know.
Three-way with?
My wife and the other person. And you probably know who I'm talking about by now.
Richard.
It started out with, he said, watch it. My kids are in the car. And he says, you need to get the kids out of the car. I need to talk to your wife. I said, no. What's going on?
So you wasn't even there?
I wasn't home. I'm on the road. I'm coming home. My wife is...
What time was this?
It was probably 7:30, closer to 8. Conversation started of, what are you doing? You need to go home and give your wife a full body massage. And I'm like, well, that's a little inappropriate to say that to my wife. And then it started with, he was tasking her to come to his house to where he can give her a full body massage. Like I said, cutting up one-on-one is one thing, but when he asked my kids to get out of the car so he could talk to my wife, and then he invited her to his house to give her a full body massage, that's where I got to draw the line. And I'm sorry, because I love my job, and I love that man to death. I've known him for over 20 years, and I don't want him in trouble, and I don't want me in trouble. I'm just afraid that I won't be able to work here and keep my career and keep my name. I know there's rumors about me. I've heard them. You've actually come to me about it. It's all bullshit, and and I'm so scared that something's going to come back to my wife. And here's what I'm losing. I'm losing my house that we wanted to build. I'm losing my steady income. Yeah, I've got a good fence company, but that's not steady. And I'm leaving my career that I love, that I've worked so hard to fight.
But why don't leave?
I can't, Chief. I can't do it. I can't. I'm not trying to be ugly, but I'm not one that goes out here and files sexual harassment. I'm not one that goes out here and does all this nonsense. I can't do that. I can't live with myself knowing that because of somebody's drunken action is gonna put my, I don't want him to hurt, but he needs to learn, that's not right to do that to my wife. And now how am I supposed to live? How am I supposed to?
Let's get out of this.
I don't want to just leave today. I don't want to leave y'all high and dry, so I'm not just throwing them in town. I'm just not going to be around the office today.
Don't quit. And I'm going to tell you this. Don't quit. This, let me tell you.
I'm sorry. I feel like I did this.
This is not... Okay.
He shouldn't have involved my wife.
He's teetering anyway. You see what I'm saying?
He chewed me out the other day for doing what you told me to do.
He's been talked to before. He's been told, do not call these deputies when you're drinking. And obviously it's all the fucking time that he's...
I called him. Yeah. And he didn't call me. I called him. But I was trying to offer the... And he's been... Okay, I'll tell you this right now. He's had me on eggshells anyway for the last week saying he's going to talk to me about something, but he won't tell me. Apparently it was about that fucking Facebook thing or something that he got on Jeff about. And I'm like, Jeff, You know, I understand it upset the sheriff, one thing. But don't leave me for the last week. You know, I'm not complaining. I love the guy.
I think what he was going to talk to you about was the whole other night thing. Now, when you called me the other night, you had tried to call him, right?
I did try to call
and he
him.
didn't answer.
Correct.
And then you called me.
Yes, I needed to know what to do.
Because he said he told me he had already talked to you,
No.
and he didn't want you calling everybody. But see, a lot of people.
I'm looking out for y'all when I was doing
A
that.
lot of people call me.
I was looking out for y'all. I was looking out for the benefit of y'all. I don't want to go in there and spread shit. You know, this guy that we just dealt with yesterday, or a minute ago, yeah, it was on the 14th. He's been 3 weeks clear, but he tested COVID, so I don't want to jeopardize that for anybody. I'm looking out for everybody else. And now, I'm sorry, I'm shaking. I didn't sleep last night. I mean, I ain't slept really in 3 freaking days since he said he's going to talk to me. But
So he ain't talked to you yet.
no. So I'm sitting here wondering what I've done wrong.
You ain't done nothing wrong. I think what it was is that with Cody saying there's no need for any of the rest of us to go up there if he does have a fever and expose ourselves.
Exactly.
And then you call Davis or something or another. I don't know.
No, I didn't even call Davis. Davis just showed up.
Okay. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's all good.
I just can't. I'm sorry. I can't face him right now. Because here's the thing. I'm afraid of what I'll say to him. Because I stand up for my family. I'll tell him like it is. And then I'm going to get wrote up. And then it's going to jeopardize my job. I can't. I've never been wrote up in my career. Never. I've never had paper. The only time I've ever been wrote up, I wrote myself up. And Sean thought it was funny. But I messed up, discharged a taser on accident.
So he wanted your wife to come to his house.
To give her a massage.
Where was his wife?
I don't know. I tried laughing it off and blowing it off. You know me.
But he
Tried
kept
laughing
on?
it off. He kept on. And finally the conversation ended. And my wife was like, "You've got to be fucking kidding me." She wanted to call Chad right then and there. And I said, "Please don't." Because I don't want Richard in trouble. I don't want anybody in trouble.
Well,
Gee, I'm just saying, I can't do that. Here's the thing. Do you know with my wife, and like I say, listen, I'm not that kind of person. Please don't take this to me. I'm not the type of person that's going to sue or create a havoc or try and do all that shit. My wife, that rubbed her wrong.
oh, it would anybody.
She wanted me to quit. She said, "Just quit." I said, "I can't. I got to at least work this weekend because I'm not leaving these guys out here high and dry with these fucking protesters coming up here." The only thing I hide from my wife is the fact that I picked up my cigarettes because she'd be mad at me because I smoke again because of my surgeries. But my stress level has been beyond, and that just sent it through the fucking roof.
So what is that all he said? I mean, how did the...
It was very, I can't say verbatim. He never came out and said, "I want to fuck her." But it was like, "You come on over here and I'll take care of you. I'll give you a good body massage." And I'm like, "Are you serious right now?"
And you was on the phone,
My wife was on the phone too. You can call her.
a 3-way.
Yeah.
I mean, like she called you
She
and...
probably heard more verbatim because I was getting pissed off about it. And plus, I'm driving in a flood.
But he called her.
He called her phone directly from the, because she asked me, she goes, "Who's the 3632 number?" So that's Richard. Because he kept saying, "I'm going to call her, I'm going to call her." He's like, "Fuck it, I'm going to call her." I'm like, "Dude, don't call my wife right now. She's got my kids." And sure enough, he hung up. He said, "I'm going to call her." And I called her immediately saying, "Richard's about to call you." And sure enough, he's beeping in.
But you knew he was intoxicated.
I knew he was intoxicated. Yeah, he's intoxicated every time I talk to him. That's why I couldn't get an answer out of him the other night.
I know.
And I'm sorry, I'm not.
No.
I'm not throwing the other night. I'm not trying to put somebody in trouble. I swear to God, I'm not. That's why I didn't want to say names.
Let me explain this to you. People get their own self in trouble. You know what I'm saying? People get their own self in trouble. And there's a lot going on.
There's way too much going on for this to happen.
But I don't need you to quit. Because then I'm going to be too short. Because I'm going to send him home. I'm going to send him home.
My phone's about to blow up from him then.
No.
I mean, here's my thing. As a supervisor, how can he... Because I felt like, okay, I'm obligated to answer, let him call my wife now. She thought he was going to talk to... This is her word. She goes, "I figured he'd say something about the rioting for me not to worry, or her going to tell me not to worry, or something like that."
But he ain't got no business calling your wife, dude. I don't call people's wives.
We cut up. I know we cut up. You know, we all cut up. But they drew the line when he called.
Probably ain't supposed to be smoking.
He drew the line when he called. He drew that line. I'm sorry. See, the thing is, I don't want to end up being the most hated man at the office now.
For what?
for this. I feel like I'm the one that did it. I feel like it's but I feel like it's my fault.
He's done it to himself, man. People do shit to themselves. I'm gonna explain this to you. I appreciate what you do. You basically do anything asked of you. You do what you can when you don't have to. You're an asset. I can't keep having the same problem over and over and over. Not just with you, with many other deputies that call me. This has crossed the line.
It got personal.
Yeah. You don't do shit like that, man. You don't do shit like that.
I gotta protect my family. You be the same way.
But I don't want you to quit. Why are you gonna quit?
I don't know if I can work around it.
Well,
And I don't want him fired.
yeah. I promise you.
I see. I didn't want to put us in this situation. I wasn't even gonna say that. But I didn't sleep last night. I've been. I mean, seriously, this is me all morning. I can't quit thinking about it. I just hear it, that slurring, and that what he said to me. I'll tell you, Chief. I've been through more stress in this career and Chad Nichols has saved my marriage. He saved my marriage. I found out my wife was cheating on me because I was on night shift. He put me on days to fix my marriage. That fixed my marriage. She was out there fucking Stephen Wheeler. Remember him? Janice. Oh. It's fucking her husband. He's done more for me, and that's why I just don't want to.
Well, we all go through.
I don't want to feel guilty about it. Yeah, really. And I'm no saint.
Well, you live here. You got plans for here to stay here, correct?
Yeah, I wanted to retire.
You can't help what somebody else's ignorance does. And I'm sorry, we all at times drink alcohol. We all do. It's the nature of the beast of this job.
Yes.
It's an out.
It's a self-medicating.
It is, but not to the point where we do stupid shit and pass out every day and we can't be there for you. And this ain't like something that's just come on the radar. This is the first time I've heard of anything of this, but it's not the first time that somebody's called me. I'm just going to tell you, I'm not answering the goddamn phone if he calls me again. He's drunker than fucking hell. You know, and between me and you, we've tried to help Richard. And I won't go into detail, but we've tried to help him.
No, I understand. My wife was the same way. She actually, for the last couple of weeks, she got mad the other day because I'm sitting at the office with this dope. And, you know, I didn't want to expose anybody if I was exposed. You know, I don't want to get anybody else sick. If I got exposed to COVID, I don't want to bring it to the office and spread it out, you know? So I'm sitting here and she asked me, she goes, "What took so long?" I was like, I couldn't get an answer from Richard. The only answer I got from him was, "Fuck it."